welcome back to another Anime Last Stand video. So I've just been grinding up Sun Wu here, as I'm relatively new to this game, so I didn't actually really have the means to be able to grind raids, but now I can, so it was fairly painless to be honest, so I just thought I'd include the part where I'm actually, like, you know, evolving the unit into his Bloodlust form. He's definitely going to get a evolution in part 2 of the celebration, so that's going to be really cool to see. I think he's going to be pretty solid, so this is just going to be the showcase for him. I'm going to level him up a little bit. He's not going to have like a trait or anything, but I'd like him to actually, like, you know, be decently leveled so we can actually see some of his stats. Anyway, let's get right to it. Alright guys, we're back. That was quite a long grinding session, but what I do sometimes forget about is that the XP event that must have took place, like where, you know, leveling characters literally took like 3 stages or something. I've been doing this guy for like 15 and bro is still level 51. I've seen some of his stats already and he's definitely not going to be particularly insane. But that's, you know, it's fine. I mean, like, what I'd compare this unit to is, I don't know, like, Vegito. So, like, we're comparing this guy to, like, Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Super Saiyan 2 Majin Vegeta. And those guys they suck. Of course, because they evolve later on. So, I mean, it depends if they kind of evolve this guy to... I mean, we know he's going to evolve into a Celestial. So is he going to evolve past the Celestial? We'll find out. Does look pretty good though. What I'll probably do is I'll take him into, like, probably the last stage of story, because that's like somewhat relevant content in terms of how hard they get and how quick they get. He's not going to be like Garou, who can just like solo it on his own. We'll probably use Idol as well, and we'll just see how he performs. This unit is going to be very dependent on Overlord or Avatar as as traits. Though, you know, obviously Glitch would be the best, but yeah, I'm not him entirely. I'm not that lucky. So let's get right into it. Alrighty, we're into the last stage of story mode here on Nightmare difficulty, because obviously normal mode is not anything. So we're just going to see how he performs. He does cost 1.5 thousand on placement, which is, like, you know, it's decently expensive. We were chugging a little bit there, but we're fine. Alrighty, so we're on wave 5 now, but we've got, you know, the actual funds. So he is a free placement unit, and he has got actual, you know, it's a pretty good range to start off with. So obviously, as I said before, this unit's going to be like almost entirely different once he actually gets his gets that trait, like Overlord, Avatar, or etc. So we're starting off here with 4.98k, 30 range every 5 seconds, and he is a bleed unit, which is important to kind of recognize. He is a ground unit at the start. He does turn into a hybrid, so he's a decently cheap cost. So now he's a hybrid upgrade free at 20k every 5 seconds with 40 range. Yeah, I mean he's bad. Like, let's not pretend he's not bad. He is bad. But considering, like, he's not, like, if we were putting him relative to other kind of, like, these other freeze-play units when they're not evolved to their final stage, like, as I said before, the Vegito example, you know, he's better than Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Majin Vegeta is. Like, probably quite a bit, because of the bleed. He's got some cool ass animations as well. Just use the camera here. His sprite, his actual character model actually also looks really cool. So yeah, no, yeah, he's not good, but you know, that's fine. What I will say is that he is a pain to get. Because you're gonna have to, so you have to Act 6 of the Hell Raid, and you only have 6 attempts a day, which is really weird. I don't quite understand the logic behind that. just makes it really annoying to grind him up. And he's like a 5% drop as his like rare unit, which he evolves into a mythic, and then you have to get like a 3% drop with his evolution item. Like, it's pretty bad, I'm not gonna hold you. So that's a really nice AoE circle right here, like this. Like, if you were talking about like base, like, you know, has this unit got a good base to be evolved in? Yeah, no, he's like, if he's keeping kind of the range, like his hybrid, and we just bumping up these numbers a little bit, I think we do have a very solid freeze play unit on our hands here. They've all been pretty solid. Like, I mean, I'd kind of prefer if some of these freeze play units were more built for progressive content. But he seems to be doing fine. I mean, he's actually been doing, I mean, obviously the upgraded one's done 15.7 million damage so far, and this is like without skill tree. He's not fully max leveled yet because, by god, that takes a long time. And I do actually want to upload a video at some point. But yeah, no, he honestly seems... He does seem to actually get quite a lot better than I maybe originally thought. I'm actually really curious, like, when I get more experience of this game, when I make a tier list, like, where would I put this guy as a hybrid? Because obviously, like, I mean, he's not competing with... Is he better than Garrow? No. No, he's not. He's definitely not better than Garrow. He just, yeah, with the cost ratio and such, and there's just better bleed units you can be using. It's actually fairly interesting with this update. I'm pretty sure like every unit does some kind of status effect, which is quite interesting. They all seem fairly mid. All the newer units that they've actually made for solo leveling, because the Crimson Soldier guy, Crimson Commander I believe they've called him, I mean, he looks sick. We're going to be doing a showcase him because I do have him. I do have every unit in this update except for the ultimate, but that shouldn't be too surprising considering how absurdly low those rates are. But yeah, 33 million damage. I mean, he's done like over half. Like, well, he's done just a little bit under half of the total damage for this run. So he's definitely usable in progress, because this is like decently difficult. Like, are you going to bring this guy to a raid? Absolutely not. Like, there's so many other options you'll bring over this guy. What I really want to see them do is probably, because what's his cost at max? It's just going to be that's actually very cheap. This is a very cheap unit. Because Super Vegito, the only complaint I'd have about Super Vegito is he is an Infinite exclusive unit. You are not bringing him anywhere else. And as I said in previous videos, Infinite is not the main relevant piece of content we should be worrying about. It's just not. Because, like, if you're talking about, okay, like, what can I do to get the best, like, the most amount of rewards, like gems, you're doing story. To get evolution stuff is challenge. And then for like there's two halves of evolution stuff. It's mainly going to be challenge or raid, and you're not bringing this guy in raid. But the Super Vegito, like, he's only relevant in Infinite, and Infinite is just not worth doing. Like, it's a fun mode, so like you can use him for fun stuff, but like even in raids when they get to 20 waves, like at that point you just have better units to use. So let's see if, like, because the Garrows are like not upgraded at all, so this is mainly just Sun Wu here doing his work. So let's see, where's he hitting to? Wow, I mean, that's pretty good. Like, this is no... He's hitting that entire area. That's... Yeah, no, this... I'm fairly impressed, actually, from, like, what people were saying about this guy. I think it was fairly... I was expecting quite a lot worse, considering, like, you know, this is nowhere near his optimal situation. I will advise players to be wary about dumping loads of trait rerolls on this guy, because they very well could give him an extra placement when he evolves, which makes Overlord, well, everything except for Glitched, with the placement limiting traits, like, it's not going to become optimal anymore, and you've just wasted loads of trait tokens to get that really rare drop, so I would say hold off until we kind of know what he's going to look like next update. Yeah, no, like, I'm just trying to... His bleed seems... What was he doing, like 6,000 every tick or something like that? 14? Oh. It's not bad. What we'll do is we'll, just so we can see him a bit better, we'll just sell all this. Yeah, no, so he was doing 14k a tick. Yeah, no, like, he seems fine. I'm not going crazy about him. He is getting an evolution. I'm just hoping that his evolution is not going to be, like, toxic to get. Like, I don't know, like, I can't say I like making evolution item drops a 3% chance. He certainly seems solid. Do let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm very interested to see what they'll do. I want him to be like a good progressive mode bleed unit. And he has the kit, he has like the base stuff, we just need his numbers bumped up a little bit. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.